BBA Human Resource Management Semester 3, Bangalore North University, Session 22. Today, we'll continue with Unit 3, Induction and Training. We'll discuss the topic of training of employees and objectives of training. In the previous session, we discussed purpose of induction, why induction is necessary in an organization, what are the benefits associated with induction. All these concepts were discussed in the previous session. The learning objective of this particular session is to introduce students to training of employees, and the outcomes is to make the students understand the objectives of training. What are the objectives of training? Before that, let us just understand what is training. Training is an organized activity. Training is not a simple activity. Before you provide any training program, there will be a lot of efforts put in before the training program. You need lot many things to be organized. You have to plan for what kind of a training to be imparted, and who should be the resource person, and what all should be the outcome of the training program. Everything will be pre-decided. It is not a simple activity, but training is an organized activity. And why do we need training? We need training in order to increase the knowledge and skills of the people for a definite purpose. Training is purposeful. There will be a particular outcome of that particular training program. So even before we arrange a training program, we will know the purpose of that training program, what should be the outcome of that particular training program. And there will be a systematic procedure in the training program wherein you transfer the knowledge or maybe the technology, usage of technology to the employees in such a way that their skills and knowledge will improve in performing a particular job with proficiency. That is the importance of training. Training is an organized activity, a systematic procedure wherein you transfer or you enhance the knowledge and skills of the employees in performing a particular job with more efficiency. The training acquires knowledge, skills, problem solving ability by undergoing this training program. The trainees, whoever undergo the training program, they will be able to get the required knowledge, skills, and the abilities. In simple, training is nothing but it is an act of increasing the skills and knowledge of an employee for a particular job. This is what we mean by training. Now let us see the objectives of training. What are the objectives of training? First one, to impart to new entrants the basic knowledge and skill they need for an intelligent performance of definite task. This is the first objective of training. What does this mean? To impart to new entrant. Training most of the times given to the employees who come to the organization newly. Why is this given? It is to increase or enhance the basic knowledge and also the skill that is required to perform a particular task. Whenever you appoint employees to the organization, they may be having knowledge, but they may not have the knowledge and skill to the extent required. In that case, training is required in order to enhance their ability and knowledge to perform the task. That is the first objective. And then to assist employees to function more effectively in their present positions by exposing them to the latest concepts, information, and techniques, and developing the skills they will need in their particular fields. So it may be even to provide an assistance to employees. Training can be provided even in the form of an assistance to function more effectively. Employees will perform their task, but it should be performed more effectively. Whatever the job or the task given to the employee, that need to be performed in a exceptional way. It should be performed in a very systematic way. For that, training is required. So what does training do? It is going to expose the employees to the latest concepts, provides the required information, and teaches the new techniques, and also whatever the skills the employees already have. This will develop the skills, and whatever is required to perform the job, that will be fulfilled through the training program. So training basically bridges the gap between the desired level and the actual performance. So whenever there is a difference in the actual performance when compared to the desired performance, in order to overcome that particular variation or variance, training is very essential. Training will impart the skill and knowledge in the employees so that they will be able to meet the desired levels. So this is again an objective of training. To continue, to build up a second line of competent officers and prepare them to occupy more positions responsibly. The next objective is to whoever, firstly, the new entrants will be trained to take up the given task in a proper way. Secondly, existing employees will be trained to perform the given task in a proper way. And then comes, once you become perfect in your existing work, later you need to be developed and you need to be given more responsible tasks, either through the promotions or job enrichment or job enlargement, whatever it may be. The employee should be competent enough in order to take up the better positions in the organization. So training is essential to make the employees to take up the better positions and to handle the work with more responsibility, to improve or to enhance the skills and to make them able to take up the higher positions and take up the higher work. Training is very essential to make the employees, to train the employees, to teach the employees to handle better work in the organization. Next is to broaden the minds of senior managers by providing them with opportunities for an interchange of experiences within and outside with a view to correcting the narrowness of the outlook that may arise from over specialization. To broaden, what are we doing through the training program? We are broadening the minds of senior managers. We are not sticking on to one organization, one work, and becoming over specialized in one particular task. This training will help them to get an opportunity for an interchange of experiences, one department with another department, one organization with the other organization. There is a requirement for change, and this training will help you to undergo that particular change of experiences, Either it may be within the organization or it may be outside the organization. What is the idea behind this interchange? This is to correct our narrowness and to broaden our thoughts. And we have to overcome the concept of over specialization. Instead of becoming over specialized in a particular task, it is better we acquire the knowledge and skills of different things. Instead of being narrow, we need to be broadened. This is also one of the objective of training. Next is to impart customer education for the purpose of meeting the training needs of corporations which deal mainly with the public. So this training program will even impart customer education for the purpose of meeting the training needs of corporations. So through the training, we are going to provide the skills and knowledge about the customer education also, because corporations mainly deal with the public, and understanding the customers and knowing about the customer is also one essential skill of the managers. Training will provide such knowledge to the employees. So in a nutshell, the objective of training is to bridge the gap between existing performance, ability, and desired performance. So what you are and what you want to be, the difference, meeting that difference, bridging the gap between that, overcoming the variation, we call it as training. The main objective of training is to bridge the gap between our actuals and desires. Whatever we are and what is our desired level, from the actual to the desired, moving from the actual performance towards the desired performance is the main objective of training.